Hey Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your October 2025 Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you, what you need to be aware of. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for a different Leo out there if it doesn't feel quite right. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Leos and cross-watchers to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comment section. You're welcome to leave an emoji if you're shy, but I doubt you are because you're a Leo. Just kidding. I know that there are some shy Leos out there. You're just a rare breed. You're little unicorns. So we have the message, universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your own reality. So pay attention, Leo. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. This has kind of Ace of Swords energy. We'll see if you get any swords in your reading. So we have two mudra cards. These come with a hand gesture to empower the message. We start with longing. Welcome your yearning. Pay attention to that pull, right? That little thread yanking at you. What do you desire? And this is how you do the mudra. You kind of cross your hands. It's kind of a yoga move for your hands. You cross your hands together like so, and you put your pointer fingers up, and it represents the spiral. So basically you can choose to go down. Imagine this spiral that goes way, way, way up into the infinity of the sky, right? And way, way down. And you can go down, you can slide down, but that's like going backwards, right? It goes on to say, see yourself sitting on a spiral which extends deep into the ground below you and up, up, up into the infinity of the sky. If you let yourself slide down it, life seems to make no sense or meaning. So instead you move up the spiral, knowing that there are other worlds, powers, and secrets beyond which you can see. You yield up your longing and yourself to these higher powers and you sing. Beyond the furthest limits, I find light and bliss. It's a certain amount of faith that comes through this type of card. It's like Eight of Cups, venturing into the unknown, because what you've already learned, it would grow stagnant if you stuck by your comfort zones and you stayed in the same lesson, learning it over and over again, right? So that is the Nirvan mudra. And then we have enthusiasm, a new start. And this is how you do this mudra. You just simply put your ring finger against your thumb. Enthusiasm, a new start. I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. This mudra helps at the start of things. Regularly starting anew is as much of a part of life as the spring is a part of the year. I have to stop for a second and just make the point. So far, we've got a theme in your oracle cards. I'm really interested to see what kind of tarot you're going to get, because there's this theme of that which you have not experienced yet. It's got Fool card energy. It's got this new chapter energy, a very positive, uplifting energy of the World card. So if another reminder that if you're feeling the spark of enthusiasm with anything in October, especially if it's with things you have not experienced about or you know very little about, pay attention to that. That is going to feed into your first card. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Okay, had a rant. I had a little rant there. So the smallest beginning can produce great things. A fresh start brings new impetus and pulls you out of a rut, presents a welcome challenge, helps us to dare and bring excitement and success into our lives. All right, so that is welcome enthusiasm, right? A new start. So getting into your tarot reading finally. If you feel generous, please hit the like button, by the way. If you've been here before and you enjoy these readings, please consider subscribing, joining the family. Let's take that one. Take this. We're going to get a general idea of where the energy is going with your tarot reading before we unpack it. Nice. I like seeing the Five of Wands upside down. Okay. There it is. The last one we ended on, Ace of Swords. Ooh, we're building up to something here. So let me give you a general idea of what we've got here. We've got the Moon card. This is what you have not seen yet. It represents subconscious. It represents your fears even, but it represents things that are hidden from view. This is where your intuition really kicks into gear. We're going to understand in a moment where that's going, but pretty But first we have to see the King of Cups. This King of Cups is an individual. You may be occupying this energy of the King of Cups, or it could be somebody in your world who may be even a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be though. This is an energy that is very intuitive, very sensitive, kind, very nurturing, very emotionally mature. We have the Hierophant representing what we commit ourselves to. The schools of thought, it represents institutions. It represents, like I said, belief systems, usually that we do with others. This is the Five of Wands, what I really love seeing, which is coming out of conflict, coming out of competition, possibly for some. And then we have Ace of Swords, which is new knowledge, a clarity, an aha moment. Okay, let's unpack these, you guys. Let's see where they're going. The Moon card for my Leos in October. What is being revealed? There's the King of Swords. The Moon card, Nine of Swords, the Moon card. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Lots of swords, y'all. What about this King of Cups? Tell me about the King of Cups for my Leos. Tell me about the King of Cups for my Leos. Thank you. Really wanted some cards right there in the middle. Here's our Fool card. King of Cups. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. I can't wait to get to that one. Whatever this King of Cups energy is, go towards it. Whether that's somebody else in your life that is intuitive, sensitive, emotionally mature, kindness with King of Cups. They like to do things that are kind for others. They've already been through a lot of life set lessons around being taken for granted, taken advantage of, because it comes hand in hand with the King of Cups energy. Every face card has its lessons, right? It's also what hones its strengths, their strengths, I should say. Okay, what's this Five of Wands? Coming out of conflict or competition, we have, a Lover's card. So that's about alignment in a relationship, feeling understood, maybe represented or understood within a relationship after maybe a period of time of not feeling like things are quite fair, feeling maybe like you're not seen. So that's good news. Okay. We're going to unpack that a little bit more at the very end, but let's get into it. So Leo, we start with the Moon card. Remember, this is the hidden energies. This could be representing fears or subconscious. What's hidden, it seems like you're getting triggered by maybe a certain set of rules or facts. Basically, it's creating some anxiety. And this could come in the form of a notice, an email. This could be somebody who's an advisor, or this could be an energy of small print, legal notices. It could be a lawyer. It could be, the King of Swords represents fact and truth. So it doesn't have to be, what it is the trigger. It triggers your anxiety, okay? Because I think that it feels like it slows down, or it pauses a new beginning of sorts. Now, this could even be trouble with traveling. It could be getting some sort of notice that, makes you realize you have to jump through some hoops in order to get something off the ground, to move forward, with the World card in reverse, okay? So it's kind of like, Leo, I know you want to have this really great vacation, or I know you really want to have this new start, but first you got to do this and that and that. It's kind of like the universe being like, first you got to do your chores. Don't feel good. Five of Swords, that's like, you're feeling very much, I think, defensive of your position in this situation, okay? But it's a blip. It's a blip because we have this nurturing, kind energy that blasts through a new way, right? It's like the dynamite that blasts the hole through the mountain. This is the Fool card, a brand new journey, and it's specifically around your independence, around investing in yourself. You're going to feel very empowered with this energy. Tell me a little bit more about that. What is this? Yeah, something's needed attention. Something has needed attention. Maybe it's been a little off balance. What is this? You need to learn more about a situation. I think you're going to be getting some communication in October that changes a whole lot of things. Like I said, while this might spark, you don't see this coming. I mean, this is the hidden small print of a situation. And it's kind of like, oh man, it would have been too easy. It would have just been too easy, wouldn't it have? Of course, like some kind of small print, something's got to come out of the dark and be like, oh, not yet. You got to first do your chores. It doesn't feel very bad though. It feels actually like, it's good to tend to this situation. Have you ever been in, a situation where maybe you're learning something new, like you're learning the rules of a new game, or you're learning and you're like, oh, that's all? Oh, that's easy. I can nail this. I'm going to win this game. And I know I'm going to give you a funny little analogy, but then you realize, oh no, you didn't read the backside of the rules. And when you read that, you're like, oh, this is not the game I thought it was. Okay, now it's challenge. Okay, there's a challenge here. Okay, I can see that twist. That's the energy of this reading. It just sparks some ruminating, some overthinking, some stress. But it's nothing more than a blip. What you really did need this information. It's going to help round out the picture, and you're going to be getting it quick. Okay, so moving on. I keep on getting this energy of rules. But it looks good. It looks like you're overcoming a situation. You're realizing things are not exactly how they appeared. But this is the right way, the honest way, the long-lasting, practical way. Some of you guys are going to be jarred awake with an event that's somewhat out of your control. It has something to do, double. It has something to do with the way you've been stuck in kind of your ideals around your relationships and what that looks like. There's almost this pattern of a loop of getting stuck in an ideal. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you're going to throw a party. You're the one that's going to be throwing the holiday party, or the Thanksgiving if you celebrate a Thanksgiving in the States, and you have this incredible ideal. Everybody's going to get together. Maybe somebody's a musician. They're going to bring the guitar. It's going to turn into a sing-along, and everything's going to go off without a hitch. And then when in reality, you realize that you've run out of eggs and the store is closed, and so-and-so can't make it, and then this person is going to be late, but they'll be bringing the mashed potatoes, or they'll be bringing the booze, but they're going to be 3 hours late. There's these little blips. So you're like, oh, you run into this disappointment. And so while I'm using the example of a party, this could also be in context to the ideals you may have with things looking in order, your household looking a certain way, keeping up with the Joneses, your family looking a certain way. And there's this sense of waiting for the other shoe to drop that gets you in this cycle, this pattern with the devil. The devil represents behavioral patterns that do not serve us. They keep us stuck. So the devil with the 8 of Swords, this is your own glass ceiling that you've made with your thought patterns. So something about October is challenging that. It's challenging that because it wants you to break through. It wants you to break through that glass ceiling and realize it's something that is BS. You put it there. And so this is where you come out of that conflict. You've got this beautiful turnaround here with the relationship card of, girlfriend. Just, there you go. She's sitting on the ones that we've already read, so we'll let her. Yeah, so this is like coming out of conflict within a relationship and coming out of a place where you felt maybe misunderstood or ostracized, pushed out. And things are going to be balancing. There's a sense of fairness, especially if you're going through anything legal with a justice card. That's a very good sign that things are going to be working out in your favor or working out the way that they should be working out. We have here the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. This is new knowledge and new realization around what you're building for the future, specifically around wealth. So let's, because I gave you a lot of kind of interesting analogies and I don't want to throw off the message. So let's stand back from this. I want you to know that in October, you're getting you're going to have something that rattles you, but it's a blip. It's going to just trigger the stress. And it's basically kind of like a new set of rules being introduced. They were there all along, but it's like, oh, I didn't read the back of the rule book. I didn't know there was a back, you know, and it makes you stressed, but you're very much in your, it places you right in front of your opinions and where your opinions lie. Because October is about looking at your ideals and the way that your ideals around your relationships may be holding you back. So your expectations specifically. And where you're going with this is towards your independence. When I said, seriously, girlfriend, I'm sorry, but I'm glad I read all your cards already. That King of Cups is all about love. It's all about that emotional maturity. So whether it's you or it's an energy in your life that it's a positive influence, it's actually going to be that, like I said, dynamite that blasts through the mountain. It's going to be your way out. It's going to be your way into freedom, and specifically freedom from a certain set of habits around your ideals. And so the big picture is that Ace of Swords. And right at the beginning with the Oracle cards, that's kind of the energy it had, was with that, for instance, the universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. So that energy is going to be sympathetic, empathic, compassionate, kind. And this is all about stability, growth, even wealth. And that new knowledge, that aha moment, that epiphany. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. Thank you for your patience with Freya. She says hi, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.